important thing is making sure that this guy, because I don't give a fuck if he has a golden dick. I don't care how much money he makes. I don't care how much he talks like he has compassion, how perfect his family is, how perfect his personality is. But if he does one of these three things, I don't give a fuck what happens, it's over. One, if he's physically abusive, verbally abusive, or has a history of cheating. Any of those three, I don't care what positives he has. He's not the one. Okay? So it's the easiest way is the most important thing is not finding who's the one. The most important thing is identifying who are not the ones. Because you're going to get more not the ones than the one. So, and the truth is most people are not compatible with you. Most people are not good for you. So yeah, you will say no more often than yes if you really want to find the one. Okay? And the one doesn't equal 100% compatibility. It should be that the one should be wherein you guys are compatible in some areas, but above all, you guys have the willingness to make it work. Not make it work even though he slaps the shit out of me. Not make it work even though he cheated on me. So now I gotta look at his phone all the time. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I mean make it work in terms of we are good for each other. We have similar interests. We treat each other well. We're not. It's not that we're settling, but we are good. Let's try to make it work. That's the mentality around it, because throughout human history, our ancestors had a similar thing in terms of arranged marriage. But if you really notice the arranged marriages, they had a lot of similarities. They came from similar backgrounds. They came from similar economic backgrounds. The parents had a similar social status, right? They had similar friends. In other words, the arranged marriages usually came from social circles where you know somebody who's there and you think she'll be perfect for this, right? And usually people of higher upper class usually are, I'm not gonna say better looking, but I don't know, to be honest with you. But the point is that when we think of arranged marriages, we think of people who don't love each other. We think of people who have nothing in common. It's actually not the case. Sometimes, a lot of the times, they were kind of compatible. Like they came from a similar background and had similar religion and had similar views. And so those arranged marriages, a lot of times, studies show that a lot of times they were actually happier than people who got married normally, right? Because one of the funniest things is that the more choices you have, the more dissatisfied you're gonna be with what you've chosen. But if you have fewer choices, the happier you're gonna be with what you choose, right? So in a weird way, it's funny because in a weird way, it's better to live in a small town. You have a higher likelihood of finding the one in a small town than finding the one in the big city. It's kind of ironic. I'm thinking about it now. I don't know if it's true or not, but I think it is logical. All right. Now, let's talk about some other things, right? One, focus on time, right? When you find the one is not going to appear to you on the first or second date. You're going to notice he's the one because over time, you start to develop feeling. Be very careful with those instant moments of happiness you feel with somebody where you feel like the chemistry is 100%. It feels good, right? But you want to be skeptical about those quick bursts of emotions you feel when you're first meeting people. Be skeptical, but open. It's almost like saying, okay, all right, I like it, all right, yeah, all right. Like that's the type of mentality you want to have. Because you have to be prepared to be deceived. You're dealing with social animals. Social animals know the art of deception a lot more than most humans, than most people, right? Especially humans. Humans, especially men in general, men are better liars than women are. Like, it's been shown that men have an easier time physiologically and psychologically at lying, right? They feel less skilled, they feel less pressure, they feel less nervousness when they're lying, right? So you want to be prepared for men lying to you. Lying about what? Lying about their value. Lying about the things they like. Lying about the things that lying about the things that they value in life. And the thing is that time and conflict reveals what's hidden. time and conflict. When I say time, I don't mean the first fucking date. I don't mean 2 hours or 3 hours. I mean weeks and months will reveal the person. That's why a lot of people break up after 3 months. They just lose interest. And when I say conflict, I mean that naturally you should have some conflict with the guy. Couples who are soulmates actually fight with each other sometimes. You know that. And conflict is important because conflict reveals a lot. It reveals almost everything. One, conflict reveals how much the person likes you. Conflict reveals the person's character a lot more than when things are good. Conflict brings you guys closer together. After you guys have a conflict and you guys reconcile, you guys grow closer together, right? And it's similar to like calluses, right? The more something rubs and the more friction there is, right, in a certain body part, the body grows calluses to protect it, right? So it's almost like the more you guys fight with each other, the more you guys, not in a toxic way, but the more you guys have conflict, because conflict, if you don't have conflict, studies show that a conflictless marriage or conflictless relationship usually ends. Why? Because conflict means there's communication of some sort. So you need it. It's almost like bacterias. Yeah, it's not good to have bad bacterias, but there's also good bacterias. You can't throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? You can't throw the bathwater with the baby or some shit like that. Anyways, so yeah, man, you need conflict, and the conflict that you guys will have will reveal everything about a person's character. You could tell so much more about this person. So that's why you cannot be conflict avoidant. You cannot be avoiding conflict. If you feel like a guy disrespected you and you think that bringing it up might create some conflict, motherfucker, you should do that. You should want to create that conflict because it'll bring you guys closer, or unfortunately, it might separate you guys. But conflict will always bring you closer to reality than peace. That's just a fact, right? So conflict brings you guys closer. Accept it. It reveals how you feel, and it reveals to you how the guy feels. If you guys are having a conflict and he smacks the living hell out of you, the conflict just reveals something about this person. But if you notice that you guys are having conflict and he actually listens and is calm, right, it reveals something about the guy. So that's one thing, right? You will have it. And when you guys are able to get through conflict in a way that where you guys grow closer and you guys don't have resentment towards each other because of the conflict, that's a sign that he might be the one, to be honest with you, out of all things. The next thing is that he takes time to listen to your problems and shows patience. I remember one time this girl came over in Mexico, second time meeting her. She came over to my apartment to read the Bible together. Okay, and when she came to read the Bible, we started reading the Bible, right? And then she stopped, and I was like, "Okay, what's going on here?" And then she started crying, right? And then she was like just saying like, "I need to talk," and blah 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 blah. And I'm sad. I'm like, "Look, man, look, girl. I feel." And the truth was, I felt really bad. I'm somebody. I have a lot of compassion. I really felt bad for this girl because she was telling me how she was sad, depressed, and stuff like that, right? And how she doesn't want to do it no more, and that she didn't really want to have sex. She just wanted to talk to me. And I'm like, well, you didn't have to. But she was like, well, you want to? I'm like, bitch, but you didn't have to. God damn it, like you didn't have to. You know, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, we're done. I'm like, we're done. We're done. Go home, man. She was like, well, I need to talk. And I was like, look, girl. And she was crying, and I felt bad. I'm not gonna lie, I felt bad. Like I'm somebody who I feel bad, but it took a lot of strength of me to say, look, girl, I don't know you to deal with your problems, and I don't like you enough. I feel compassion towards you. I feel really bad that you're going through the anxiety you're going through, right? But I don't know you enough to deal with this. She was like, oh, you're an asshole. I'm like, look, man, it's not that I'm an asshole, but we have an agreement here. Like I barely know you. Like, what the fuck? Like, why are you coming to me with these? And I felt bad because maybe she didn't have anybody to talk to. And you know what I'm saying? And I really felt bad. Like, seriously, like, I really wish I could have just hugged her. But it's kind of like, yo, like, that's not my role. I'm not down with this shit, man. That's not what I'm here for. You know, like it's like you're going. It's like, no, I'm not here for that. And why? Because I just don't like her to deal with it. That's a fact, right? So that's an extreme version of that, is that when a guy likes you, he's gonna have patience. Because I can promise you, if I actually liked her and I loved her, I would have felt a lot of compassion, a lot of sympathy, right? And I would have used that opportunity to bond with her. But I didn't want to bond with the bitch. What the fuck? Like, I don't want to bond with you over this. What the fuck? Like, I barely know you, girl. Like, you cute and all, but like, I'm not dealing with the crying on my dick. Like, it's not gonna happen, right? So yeah, man, he shows patience. If a guy doesn't show patience, if a guy just says, man, you gotta get over it, man, then that guy's not it, especially if he calls himself your boyfriend, right? Because in life, you're gonna have problems. And you need a man to be there to show you some comfort, to show you support, right? The next one is showing love and kindness. Love and kindness was rated the most important thing that men and women want from each other. Outside of sex, even outside of sex, right? When they rated it, love and kindness was the number one thing that they require from their partners. And love and kindness means caring for you when you're sick. Love and kindness and affection means showing you affection, the most obvious things, right? Listening to you, treating you with compassion, with love. I'm thinking of you, giving you thoughtful gifts, right? Not expensive gifts. I mean thoughtful gifts. What else? Fuck, people. Wait 1 second. The light is gonna have to come off because my laptop died, and that's where I have all of my notes. So y'all are gonna see me get a little darker, people. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second. Here, all right. So love and kindness. So if the guy slaps the living shit out of you consistently, right? If the guy's calling you a bitch, if the guy's treating you like an animal, that's not love and kindness. All right? And it's very important that I emphasize that a man who loves you will never put a hand on you. No matter if he comes across as a saint. If a guy calls you names, if a guy cheats on you, betrays your trust, he is not the guy. There is no compromise in that dynamic. There is no going around it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you ladies love some people so much that you're willing to overlook those humongously character flaws, right? And the last one, that he's the one, is that he believes in your dreams. He believes in you. He believes that you can achieve your dreams, and he supports you, right? And if you watch any TV series or anybody who where they love each other, most of the time they support each other's careers, they support each other's dreams, they push themselves further, and that's what I think is a great partner, where they want you to achieve, they believe in your potential. Don't be with somebody who doesn't believe in you. Don't be with somebody who doesn't believe that you could do great things in life, because a lot of the times those become self-fulfilling prophecy. If you feel like your partner doesn't believe in you, you're not going to believe in yourself. You're just not going to believe in yourself. You're going to be stronger being with somebody who believes in you, essentially. And in terms of compatibility, the kind of guys you want a guy who has similar things to you, and that's a fact. You want a guy, one of the best things is guys who have a similar career, and you guys want to have similar levels of success, or else some of you guys might get envious of your partner, and that's a fact. Like, partners do get envious of each other. You guys want to have similar political beliefs, similar socio-economic status, and those are some of the ways that you could like narrow where you could find the one, right? Because if you're dating a guy and you're rich and he's poor, you guys are not going to work out. His ego is not going to be able to handle the fact that you make so much money. I won't mind if I'm dating a sugar mama. Father Alex will be happy. Father Alex needs a sugar mama, so if you're a sugar mama, hit me up on my Instagram. I need the support. Anyways, that's a video about if he does any of these things. And another thing that I want you guys to find out is, one, he'll introduce you to his friends and family, obviously, right? He'll show you around, even if he shows you his mom, uncle, brother, whatever. The point is that he'll show you to his family or his best friend. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the video about signs that a guy is the one. If you guys have other signs, let me know in the comments down below, please, and like this video, or else I'm gonna have to close the goddamn channel, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one will teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace, and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship, and this a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.